Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm referred to as the Big Game Hunter because I've been hunting down leaders and staff for organizations for more than 40 years. How do you find the hiring manager? That's today's puzzle. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not asking you to go to HR. I don't believe in that approach. I believe you should get to the hiring manager. I certainly don't believe you apply through the applicant tracking system. No disrespect to HR. Many HR people are terrific. However, the hiring manager is the one who makes the real decision. The HR person is a screening filter that's designed to, shall we say, weed out the obvious chaff to avoid wasting the time of the hiring manager. So what do you do? Now, if this is a small company, this is easy. You call, there's a receptionist, you ask them, who's the person who's hiring for, because they don't have an HR department. If this is a mid-sized to larger firm, it becomes a little bit more complicated. But sometimes asking reception can be, effective. You may need a title. If you may talk in terms of, if this is IT, programming manager, the person who's involved with hiring for so-and-so. If they hear hiring, sometimes they'll send you to HR. You're better off just going to the head of technology for the organization. Who's the CTO for the firm? And then once you get to their reception, say, I'm trying to find the person who's responsible for hiring for such and such role. Could you tell me who the hiring manager is for this? Now, sometimes you can get this information from LinkedIn. So you go to the company page. And this is one of the reasons why you should be connected as widely as possible. Remember, you can join 50 groups. And you try to join large groups in your subject area so that this way you have the greatest span within LinkedIn. So then you go to the company page for the firm, and there's an area in the right-hand column, at least it's in the right-hand column in the current iteration of LinkedIn, maybe that changes in the future, that refers to people that you're connected with at this firm. So this way you can reach out to them and ask for advice about who they believe is the hiring manager for this organization. You can go into social media, and that Facebook is the obvious place. Sometimes Twitter is in smaller firms. But you can go to Facebook and look for friends who work for, friends of friends who work for, friends of friends of friends who work for. And then you message them through Facebook. You don't send a friend request, but you try and send them a Facebook message that's designed to provide some sort of connection or reason for the two of you to speak with one another. And again, be forthright with them. If you're going to contact the firm directly, start at the top down. So I gave the example earlier of the CTO of an organization. Go for the head of the function that you're applying for. There are research tools like ZoomInfo and Hoovers. Now, there's a free version of ZoomInfo that if you open up your Outlook account, you're able to get access to all of ZoomInfo. So from this, and you don't do this at work, because people get fired for doing this kind of stuff. But your personal Outlook, if you open that up and allow them to scan it for updates on their side, what they'll do is open up their data for you too. So that's another way. Hoovers is a service that provides a lot of this data. Sometimes public libraries have this kind of stuff. But if you haven't already picked up on this, this is what recruiters do. They're not there, recruiters are out there trying to find these hiring people all day long. This is not a rifle approach. This is more shotgun, and that you're casting broad pellets out there and hoping to find the right target between all these various different types of approaches. So when all is said and done, it's going to take time and effort on your part, but you can find the hiring manager if you use some of these techniques. So this is Jeff Altman. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did and you're watching on YouTube, share it, leave a comment, click the like button, do something that lets people know that this was worthwhile. Also, I'd simply say come over to my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I have a ton of free content available there, whether you're looking for work or trying to hire. In addition, there's positions I'm recruiting for, places that you can post your resume to, or sites that you can post your job listings to. There's a lot of great content at thebiggamehunter.us, so come over to the site and go exploring. A few final things. First of all, if we aren't already connected on LinkedIn, send me a connection request at linkedin.com/in/thebiggamehunter. I accept connection requests from people worldwide, unless you're an obvious scammer. Next, if your firm's trying to hire someone, I'd love to help with the recruiting. Send me the name of the person and how to reach them. I'd love to help your firm staff the positions. Also, let me know if I can mention your name. If not, that's okay, but just let me know who to contact and how to reach them. Also want to mention that if you have a question about job hunting, I'm a live person job search and career coach. That's live. So go to liveperson.com and you can connect with me there. And finally, if you'd like me to critique a resume, I'm happy to do it, but I do charge for it. Send me an email at the address below. I'll let you know where to make payment. It's not expensive, by the way. And I'll turn it around quickly for you. So this is Jeff Altman. Hope you have a great day. Take care.